Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be looking at the best references to Grand Theft Auto 4 and the best Liberty City Easter eggs that are within Grand Theft Auto 5. So I've decided to make this video because of all the hype and controversy and rumors that are surrounding Liberty City and a possible expansion for Grand Theft Auto 5, and I kind of wanted to look at some of the references that are already in the game and compile some of the best Easter eggs that can be found of Liberty City in the story mode. So you might be aware of some of these, you might not be aware of some of them, but it just goes to show you that Rockstar have already put a lot of thought into including a bunch of Liberty City references in the game, and that's what I want to show off for you guys today. Alright, so the first and probably biggest Liberty City reference is actually in a movie that Michael DeSanta creates throughout the campaign, and he actually works on this mission throughout the story mode, and it's a movie produced by Solomon Richards and himself called Meltdown. Now, Meltdown can actually be seen at the Great Chinese Theater. I believe if you go towards the evening time, you should be able to purchase a ticket for around $20, and the movie itself is pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. But it's shot in Liberty City. It's shot on like a green screen version of Liberty City. Now, this is actually Grand Theft Auto 4's engine running in the movie, meaning there have been no real engine upgrades. However, there have been some graphical and visual improvements to make Liberty City look a little bit better, since it obviously was first created for GTA 4 back in about 2008 or 2007. So there are some visual and graphical upgrades. The cars you'll see in the game, they're actually driving them like in Grand Theft Auto 4 style cars. You'll notice that there's a lot of landmarks that you'll notice, like the Get a Life building. Also, the Statue of Happiness is actually visible at one point in time. But it really just shows off Liberty City in this movie, and I thought it was really cool that they paid a nice tribute to the previous setting of Grand Theft Auto in this giant movie of Meltdown. So again, because this was extra content in the game, meaning going to see the movie Meltdown didn't really have anything to do with the main storyline, that's why I imagine Rockstar used an old version of Grand Theft Auto 4's Liberty City rather than like recreating an HD version or a Grand Theft Auto 5 graphical version of Liberty City. But it is still pretty cool to see this in game, and it's just a nice little reference to, of course, the last setting of Grand Theft Auto in Liberty City. So that's pretty cool. It's Meltdown. You can view it anytime you want at the Chinese Theater in downtown Vinewood. All right, so the next Easter egg we're going to be looking at is kind of a 2-for-1 special. It involves a Liberty City Easter egg and also a reference to Niko Bellic. So I thought this one was pretty cool. It's a mission with Michael and also Lester. I believe they're like casing the jewelry store of Angelico, getting it prepped. Michael and Lester are describing the team they want. They kind of talk about how there is really no team left, that they're like the only guys left. And then Lester mentions a guy who is making moves in Liberty City. In particular, they mention a Middle Eastern guy that was making, robberies and stuff going on in Liberty City. And that guy they're actually talking about is Niko Bellic. And another thing they mention is that he's gone quiet. So I don't know if that gives us a reference to anything else that Niko Bellic could be doing, but obviously he's been on Lester's radar, so that's pretty cool. They reference Liberty City, and they also reference Niko Bellic as well, which is super cool. And it's also cool that like Lester knows who he is and kind of aware of his previous activities, so I thought that was pretty awesome also. All right, this isn't necessarily a nod to Liberty City, but it is a nod to 3 players in Liberty City, that being Nico, Roman, and also Luis Lopez. There's a like taxi cab mission you can get as Franklin that will actually like lead you to one of the industrial docks. It's like a transaction that's gone wrong, and when you get there, there should be 3 different vehicles. 2 of them are going to be sedan style cars with the license plate Nico B and also Roman B, which obviously indicate Niko Bellic and Roman Bellic. So that's a pretty cool nod to the 2 cousins, of course, that came over to Liberty City. And also there's a Luis Lopez Easter egg on the back of a motorcycle license plate. So again, that's pretty awesome. There's not a lot of Luis Lopez references in the game. Of course, the protagonist from the Ballad of Gay Tony. So it is pretty cool to see him get some spotlight into this Easter egg also. All right, moving on. At the edge of the Grand Sonora Desert, we can actually find a wanted poster that looks like it's come from Liberty City for Niko Bellic. Now, this was also used as promotional art for the game of Grand Theft Auto 4. They would put these on like the storefronts of GameStops and Walmarts and Best Buys, and it would be like a wanted poster for Niko Bellic. But it was also supposed to be like the Liberty City Police Department's way of notifying its citizens, hey, look out for this. And it looks like one of those copies made its way all the way to Los Santos. And in this case, it's obviously on the porch of this lady's house in the Grand Sonora Desert. And it does have Niko, what looks to be him, a kind of like standing still for like a mugshot photo. And it says wanted. So again, we're not sure what happened to Niko. According to reports for Lester, he's lying low. Was he arrested? We really don't know. But according to these wanted posters, he is a man that is looked for and wanted by the law. So again, it's just interesting to think about what could be for Niko after the Grand Theft Auto 4 storyline. But it's still pretty cool to see another reference in Grand Theft Auto 5. All right, and finally, last but not least, we've got two more references to Liberty City directly. This first one is going to be of a pretty unique license plate that can be found in Grapeseed. It's just north of the airport right there, that tiny little airport. And it can be found kind of in this barn area. It's the bumper of a car that actually has a Liberty City license plate on there. And it says it's from Liberty City State also. So again, there isn't a ton that you can actually see here, but it is still pretty cool that this was kind of like tucked away in one of these Grapeseed barns that you can actually discover. So that's a nice reference to Liberty City. And also at some like governmental building, I don't even know what to call it or where to call it. There are these banners on these light posts, and there's actually a map of Liberty City. It says Liberty City Tales, and it's got like a photo of either South Bohan, South Broker, and you can see that right there. So again, it is another reference to Liberty City in Grand Theft Auto 5. Rockstar obviously knew that people were going to be interested in this. And with all the craziness of, like I said, the Liberty City rumors and hype and controversy and possible fake, not fake DLC, that's why I wanted to make this video because, you know, so many people are interested in Liberty City. And a lot of people might not know that there are already a bunch of references to Liberty City in the game already. So again, maybe you didn't know one of these. Hopefully you didn't. That's my objective. I wanted you guys to at least learn about one new Easter egg in this video. And if you did so, I have certainly done my job. If you did go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Grand Theft Auto 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.